Our Boxing Day fixture list is complete. We've got 7 games in the end, of course, after those at Anfield, Molineux and Turf Moor went. Those incredible 9 goals at the Etihad, 5 for Arsenal, 3 for Spurs, 5 between them at London Stadium, a big 3 points for Southampton, 3 goals and 3 points for Chelsea as well. Brighton back to winning ways, but no winner tonight. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 1. It finishes at St James's Park. So, Ralf Rangnick and Manchester United missed the opportunity to go into 5th. Spurs stay there and United stay where they began the night because they've got a worse goal difference than West Ham. 28 points. They do have a game in hand on David Moyes' side, but they have significantly played a game more than Spurs and 2 less than Arsenal, but the gap between themselves and Mikel Arteta's side is 7 points. So Newcastle move on to 11. That is, as I say, level with 3rd from bottom Burnley, but quite significantly, they have played 4 games more. In fact, even the bottom club Norwich now have a game in hand on Eddie Howe's side as well, and they've played 3 more than 4th from bottom Watford.
Well, Ralf, you fought back for a point, but was it a performance that you didn't particularly like?
No, I didn't like it at all. As I said, we were trying to get better in controlling games. Today we didn't control the game, apart from very few moments at all. It's all about energy, about physicality, and who wins the second balls. What about the transitional moments? And in all those areas, we were not at our best today. In the end, we got a point. That's the good thing, but the performance overall needs to get better.
So all those areas you've just listed, how do you get them better?
I mean, against Palace we were better, but that was a different game. We played at home. Now we had two away games against Norwich and here at Newcastle. And it's about, as I said, it's about physicality, it's about energy. You have to be ready and able to win those direct duels. And this was not that often the case. And even when we were in possession of the ball, including the goal that we conceded, and if you're after 7 minutes one goal down here at St James's Park, it doesn't make things easier.
Played 17 in 7th. 12 months ago, after 17 games, they were top of the league. Energy and physicality, Ralf Rangnick says.
Yeah, none of that. No quality either. No game plan there today. They was okay first half against Palace, and then they beat Norwich, and they were very lucky to do that. A team who are going to be in the Championship next year, and then they've drawn with Newcastle tonight, another team who I predict to be in the Championship next year. So, no, hard work ahead of him.
To answer his question, how does he get?
He's got to work on the training. You need some players in the midfield area who are going to control the game. You've got McTominay, you've got Fred, who give the ball away more than they want it back. You know, you need someone who can control the game in there, whether it's Van der Beek or, unfortunately, it's Bruno Fernandes, where you need him higher up the field. You need to start feeding Rashford and Greenwood and Cavani, give them the ball in the correct areas. At the moment, I just see no pattern to them.
United for you?
Yeah, there's a lot of work ahead of them. Obviously, we talked before the game, but they need to get back in the Champions League, obviously, with the money they've spent and what have you. But on tonight's
1-0 Newcastle, of course, at half-time, and Shay, 2 minutes into the second half was a big moment because Sir Maximin did it once. Should he have done it twice?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's an unbelievable chance. You say the start of the second half, Steve, what a great time to get it as well. It would have been perfect. This is obviously the first goal. Talked about Varane at half-time, should have cleared his lines, and then Maguire pointing, should have put him outside. But it's a great bit of skill by St Maximin. Fantastic goal, and they're off and running.
Varane looked rusty, didn't he? You know, obviously, he started, he hasn't played for a long time. You can do that in La Liga. You can't do that in the Premier League against anyone. Not only a team who's won once all season. And once you get the ball to St Maximin, he's capable. He took it right to the heart of them. Maguire cannot let him in on his right foot. He does it, he opens up the goal and he toe pokes it into the corner. He gives them a great start and something to hold on to. Then you're fighting against it because the crowd are up as a United. And then, like you say, the chance straight after half-time. What a chance this is.
Yeah.
2-0 is almost impossible to come back from.
So, should he have done it again?
He should have. I mean, the goal he scored was much harder than this chance. I mean, Kraft is brilliant on the sideline. He managed to wriggle out his 2 or 3 tackles and a brilliant ball. It's just, I don't know if he's seen it late after when it's gone past Varane, but if you see it in the replay, I think he should score, if I'm being honest. Sometimes I criticise him. He's done brilliant for the first goal. I think he should knock that away. 2-0 up then, Steve, is a long way back, I think, for United, because the way they played tonight. They had a lot of chances, Newcastle, and this is what Eddie Howe's brought. People say, what's the difference maybe in Steve Bruce and Eddie Howe now as the manager? I think he's definitely more offensive, more in the front foot, and I think they're creating more chances.
Kept whistling past the post, and De Gea, for me, was the man of the match at Manchester United, you know. These are saves you expect him to make, but he's got to be there to be able to do it. He made some fantastic mirror on one a bit late on with his right hand. Kept him in the game.
Prior to the equaliser, United had a couple of opportunities. They at least asked Newcastle a question.
Yeah, Cavani made a difference, and Sancho, Sancho gave him a little bit of a spark. I thought Rashford was poor all evening, but he is capable. But it's just they're not getting shot, they're not getting the ball in the right places at the right time. Speculative effort there. You'd expect the Bradfords to save that one. It was almost a dipper. You see it dip there at the last minute, but he was always going to save that. But they kept pushing. Kept pushing, but the midfield had just not got enough guile to see the passes. I want Bruno Fernandes on the ball in these areas. He had to come back as the quarterback to try and supply the guys further ahead. That one was a scuff from Cavani. You'd expect him to make good contact. It was similar to the one he scores from when it gets ricocheted back to him. But he made a difference, Cavani. I think he's got know-how. He knows when to move. He knows how to occupy players to free up space for his teammates. So he gave him a little bit of nous, and I thought he played well when he come on, and he's going to get better. I think you need to keep him in the side along with Ronaldo.
And Fernandes deeper had a hand in the equaliser.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see Rangnick's comments after the game, because he did change his half-time. As you say, Bruno went a bit deeper. He picks a lovely space up here in midfield, and he can find that pass out to Diallo, to the right back. And I just think Lascelles, we'll see it in the replay again. This is very similar to the chance he just missed. I think in the end you'll see he's actually lucky with the final finish, because he actually doesn't connect with it properly. But we highlight Bruno here. He picks out a great pass. Fred was passing him out of play first half, so he changes Bruno and puts him in a more attacking position. And now Lascelles again, too many times he's watching the ball. He should have his shoulder up. Where's Cavani? There's only 2 players in the box. There's three Newcastle players, and you don't know where Cavani is. And yes, he gets a bit of a break, Steve, at the end, because it comes back off the defender back to his feet. As you'll see here, it goes through, I think, Lascelles' legs in the end, But I think it's poor defending. You've got to latch on inside the box.
Yeah, good centre forward play though, because he just drops off the line, doesn't he? They all sag onto the goalkeeper, and he just drops, gives himself half a yard, scuff, reacts. Got lucky with the miss hit. If he hits it too well, he probably gets blocked again. He just scuffed it into the corner. So a little bit fortunate with the equaliser.
Did he have an opportunity to make it 2-1? He should have done better with.
Yeah, but Lascelles again, and Dubravka, lack of communication here. This ball should never get as far as it does to Cavani, and he doesn't expect it, and he tries to just lift it. He has to lift it because he has to get it over to Dubravka, but he gets it with his left foot. He'd be disappointed with that one. I'm sure he's in there kicking himself that he hasn't scored the winner there.
Yeah, it's a big chance. I mean, again, Lascelles for me, it's an easy cross to clear out. He's got to clear his lines, and I don't know what, he's frozen just. And basically, if Cavani, Tim's right, he should score.
Now, we nearly had a grandstand finish at St James's Park with the woodwork being hit.
I was up, Steve, I was up.
I know you were. and a fine save, you have to say.
Again, Newcastle's bottom, you just need a bit of a break, a bit of a look sometimes, Steve. They hit the post and go in, or it comes out to Almiron here. Now, a great bit of skill again. But we talk about David Hay before the game. That's an absolutely brilliant save. Saves his team 2 points again, But I'm just thinking from a Newcastle point of view, you just need a break at the bottom of the league. Hit the post and go in, or whatever, or Almiron finds the top corner here. But that's why David Hay is the top keeper. We spoke again before the game. This is a brilliant save. I think even had this covered as well, De Gea, But again, just Newcastle, and people probably say about all the teams at the bottom, they just never seem to get that bit of luck to get them over the line.
That was typical of how Man United played there. You saw there. I mean, once from Murphy, there's no one near him. Varane goes half-hearted, hands down, never gets his head down. He's allowed to bend the ball round him, comes off the post, goes to Almiron, 18 yards out from goal. No one's breaking their neck to go and put a block on. He's allowed to get it onto his favoured left foot and try and bend the one in the top corner. And again, De Gea saves the day. I thought he's been working on this press. Where is this press? Non-existent.
Positive, as I said before, I think, is you see the difference, with maybe the Steve Bruce team that maybe were a bit more defensive and created less chances. So I think there'll be lots of positive. They'll look back at the game tomorrow. They'll come in for a warm down, and I'm sure Eddie will have his staff down, look through it themselves, and then show the players all the positives. Because there's a lot of chances, first half and second half, against obviously Man United. We talk about one of the biggest clubs in the world. So they have to get belief and a positivity from that result, albeit would have been more had they got 3 points. But I think there will be optimism leading into the Everton game, but they have to back it up now. They have to go on some sort of run to have any chance to get out of this trouble.
And they've got to run of fixtures where, on paper, that is possible.
Yeah, I mean, December's been horrific, let's be honest. Obviously, Leicester, they lost Man City, Liverpool, and again tonight Man United. It's a tough game, a tough December.
They're the ones coming up.
Yeah, they're games you look at now, and again the reinforcements have to be key, and they need to come in straight away. If I was in recruitment at Newcastle, the 1st of January, I'd have to have 5 or 6 players lined up. Whatever it's going to cost, whatever it's going to take. If these owners are real about what they want this club to do and where they want to bring the club, they're talking about winning the league at Newcastle. So if they've got that in mind, they can't be going down to the Championship for a season. They can't. They have to give Eddie all the finances he needs and more to get players there in January.
Yeah. The positivity is still there, isn't it? I mean, for reaction, I mean, no one would. As everyone forgot, they got beat 3 off Liverpool, 4 off Man City. We know they're difficult games. 4 off Leicester. I mean, they've not exactly been pulling up trees, have they? Yeah, it's a decent result against a very poor Man United side and something to build on.